Thank you for joining us today for our presentation on the importance of business plans and their many benefits for new and experienced entrepreneurs. We'll begin with Chapter 1, Why a Business Plan? Why not? More than anything, your business plan is an indispensable management tool. If you want to finance, expand, or buy a business, you need a business plan. They are time-consuming, thought-provoking, and at times, frustrating. But business plans are also your roadmap from start to finish. When thorough and well thought out, they enable you to be a proactive business owner who anticipates future needs, monitors progress, limits risk, and can adjust accordingly without panic. This level of comprehension can only be obtained when a business plan is written by the entrepreneur themselves, not by a third party. However, it can be a daunting and intimidating task for individuals both with and without prior business experience. But here at the SBDC, we strive to provide our clients with the resources and guidance necessary to succeed in whatever type of business he or she chooses to pursue. We've seen it all. From petting zoos to particle accelerators, our advisors can help you too. Your business plan should serve you in many regards. Sometimes by forcing you to address questions you had planned to put off until later, or consider less critically. When describing your business, it is imperative to know exactly what kinds of customers you're trying to attract, the products or services you intend to provide, and how you plan to set yourself apart from competition. Don't simply say you plan to attract teenagers to your future pizzeria and provide a tastier menu. Sit down and think of what would make your shop truly unique and desirable in as much detail as possible. You must also consider the legal form of your business, as well as the consequences of each type. Do you want to establish a sole proprietorship, an S corporation, or maybe even an LLC? And be sure to meet with one of our experienced SBDC advisors if you require clarification regarding these business types. We can also tap into the SBDC Research Network to provide demographics for your region, industry growth and shrinkage rates, and even produce statistical models, free of charge, of course. Striving for ambitious yet attainable goals is paramount, and your business plan should reflect that. Setting targets in the major areas of your business and a manageable time frame which you plan to reach these goals is a simple yet effective tool. If you blindly dive into a business venture hoping for the best, without analyzing how much financing you'll need, what type of skilled or unskilled personnel must be hired and at what salary, the cost of inventory and other expenses, or a sales goal you've carefully calculated, do not be surprised by the short lifespan of your business. Establishing goals does not mean they are static, however, as they should change with time. In fact, one strength of the business plan is its flexible nature. Updating your plan annually as you either fall short of, meet, or hopefully surpass your goals will keep you in touch with the reality of your business and ideally prevent at least some blindsiding by possible future roadblocks. Developing an exit strategy for your business is also a critical step that must be thoroughly planned out. The endgame of your business, as well as the steps to reach that point, can vary tremendously depending on what you're aiming for. For example, perhaps you plan on your children inheriting the business 30 years down the road, or maybe you'd like to sell it to an employee after only 10 years as you move on to other ventures. Either way, planning the creation of your business is just as important as controlling its conclusion. Determining the current assets you have at your disposal, as well as those required for your business to thrive, is essential. Whether it boils down to pure cash or something as complex as heavy machinery, your recipe for success won't be complete if you're missing ingredients, so to speak. And if you're unsure where to start looking for building space, how to acquire permits, or even creating a thorough enough checklist, our team of skilled SBDC advisors will do everything they can to help you. Regardless of how well-rehearsed your elevator pitch is, or how charismatic you may be, even their combined impact pales in comparison to that of a well-constructed business plan. Demonstrating an investment of time and research on your part, which clearly illustrate your ideas in a cohesive manner, is critical, particularly when asking others to believe in your business as much as yourself. Whether it be banks, investors, lenders, or even potential business partners, a tangible representation of your aspirations will help sway them all. And once again, our professionals here at the SBDC have years of experience securing business loans for startups and existing businesses alike, and would be happy to share their wealth of knowledge with you. There are also some personal aspects to keep in mind when preparing your business plan. When applying for a loan, your credit score will be the first number banks look at, and to them is an indicator of your ability to stick to a repayment plan. Because of this, it is suggested your credit score be at least 680 when applying for a loan. We recommend using Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax to check your score intermittently throughout the year for free. Another factor to keep in mind is any amount of outstanding debt you may have, as it will adversely impact your loan opportunities. Conversely, if you happen to have collateral when applying, such as land, stocks, and shares, it will benefit you greatly. Finally, what some prospective businesses don't recognize when applying for funding through banks is that you will often be asked to provide between 15 and 20% of the total amount you're requesting. In other words, if an individual is requesting $100,000 for their business, they will be asked to provide $15,000 to $20,000 themselves. This is known as owner's equity. These aforementioned considerations can be confusing when the many nuances and details are introduced, so again, we recommend meeting with an SBDC advisor who can guide you and answer any questions. There are many different avenues one can take when marketing his or her business, and outlining strategies within your business plan can save you time and money in the long haul. For starters, though it may seem obvious, customers must know you exist in order to provide you with business. Getting your name out to the general public and making yourself known through a multitude of mediums will benefit nearly every startup. From inexpensive flyers to billboards, getting exposure through any means is beneficial. Additionally, some startups may benefit tremendously by partnering with other businesses to increase exposure and client base through joint advertising or cross-referrals. It's also important for your distribution channel to reflect your small business. Whether you intend to sell wholesale, retail, through the internet, or a combination of the three, there are pros and cons to each strategy, such as more intense competition online, but opening your business to otherwise inaccessible customers. Under the umbrella of marketing lies pricing strategies. These, as the name implies, pertains to how you plan to price your products or services. For example, will you offer discounts to new customers or those who refer a friend to your store? Will you have promotions distributed in a mailing list? Can you potentially outcompete rivaling businesses by simply lowering your prices because of lower expenses? All of these details and more can be discussed with an SBDC advisor during free consulting. Thank you for joining us. We trust this content was helpful to you and will benefit you going forward. We wish you the best of success in your new endeavors. Should you have any questions, don't hesitate to call your local SBDC.